Welcome everyone to Love versus Hate. My name is Anne, and I am your old-fashioned nerd.
And I'm Emily, your mainstream millennial.
And on this podcast, Emily and I like to debate and argue and discuss about why I am always right in all of my opinions and ideas.
Wow, LOL.
Did you see how I turned the table there? Didn't even let you get a chance to speak.
No. I won't accept.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, well, on this episode, I'm actually really excited about this one because Emily and I are going to be talking about things that one of us truly loves while the other hates, and vice versa. And it's going to get probably intense, mostly on my part, because I tend to get mad at her when she doesn't like the things I like.
She does. She gets super mad.
I do, yeah.
She gets heated.
But anyway, before we get into that, though, I feel like we just need to talk about the latest news. Emily, what's on the news docket right now?
Well, I just started listening to a new podcast called Up First. It's an NPR podcast, and it's only like between 7 to 14 minutes long each day. It just gives you the news that you should know. And so they've been talking a lot about the coronavirus.
Oh, I
not the
heard
beer,
about that,
the
yeah.
virus.
The beer?
Corona.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know what that was.
That's in China. And as of today, it is now, you cannot leave the city that it has started in or come to the city.
Wow. So it's quarantined.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yep. Emily loves words.
It's beguiling. Just kidding, it's not. Actually, it is beguiling because they don't know where it comes from.
I was wondering about that, and I saw an article, and it's not it hasn't been confirmed that this is the source, but they suspect that it could be coming from this soup that people have been eating, and it's bat soup. People have been eating bats, and I saw pictures, and the bat it was a whole bat, it wasn't it wasn't strips of meat off of the bat. No, it was the entire thing, wings, mouth, head, and all, and it's just sitting in the soup looking at you, and people are eating it, and I'm like, what?
Anne, don't
it's a
culture
delicacy.
shame.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying I could never do it.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I would never eat a bat. Even if you paid me $1 million, I still don't think I could eat a bat. Could you?
Yeah, because I'm a vampire.
Oh. What? Vampires eat bats? Aren't vampires like bats? Aren't
Shut
they
up,
Anne.
Yeah, so what else is new? That's pretty much all I've heard about except for Trump, so I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, we'll tend to keep politics off of this podcast. Well, I don't know much about this, but I am a little bit in the know. I don't live completely under a rock, but there's been some serious drama with the royal family. What?
I think it's funny that you just said, we like to keep politics out of this, and then we bring up the UK politics. I would say so.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they don't really hold any power. Yeah, they're the queen is an advisor to the prime minister, but she doesn't actually hold any kind of political power. They're really just figureheads that are they're just celebrities. They don't actually hold any political power.
Yeah, I don't really know or really care that much, but I've just been seeing it all over the news, and I'm just like, yo, let them live their life.
I know, right?
But also, I don't know. It's kind of annoying because they're all over the news all the time, and I'm like, why do we care so much about them?
I know. And why do we care so much about any celebrity?
Hold up. We'll get into this later.
This is our segue into what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah. Are we segueing then?
Yeah, I think we should segue. Unless there's other news you have.
Nope, that's about it.
Okay, just coronavirus.
Except for Little Caesars now delivers if you order online.
Yes! Okay, I'm seriously going to be taking advantage of that. I'm a Little Caesars fan.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, so Emily, tell me, what are we talking about today?
So today I'm going to be talking about probably my favorite genre of TV.
I am rolling my eyes because I know what she's going to say.
It's probably not my favorite, but it's my guilty pleasure. And if you haven't already guessed by now, it's reality TV.
Ugh.
And Anne is going to talk about the most boring thing on the planet.
No, I'm talking about something.
And why don't you tell them?
I'm going to be talking
what the
about
most boring thing on the planet is.
No, it's one of the best things on the planet. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite television, which is fantasy. And we both kind of decided that we were going to pick specific shows, which I believe we've probably talked about really briefly before on this the podcast. But I want to talk about Star Wars. And Emily is going to torture me by talking about the Kardashians.
Is Star Wars even a show besides the...
Of course.
Whatever, what is that called?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that. I don't know why.
I kind of wish I'd let you finish saying whatever you were trying to say.
I think I was going to say the Mandalorian. I do know what it's called, but I got tongue twisted. Because I bit my lip at dinner.
You did. It was kind of funny. I mean, I feel a little bad, but no, there's multiple shows. There's more than just one.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, it's amazing.
So why don't you go and dive in first? We'll save the best for last.
There's so many things to talk about. I just can't. What I want to try and do is understand a little bit why you refuse to even try and like it. Like, it literally has everything you could want in a story. Like, let's just focus on the first original movie, A New Hope, of Star Wars. Okay, what launched it all. Right, there's an amazing villain who is like mysterious, and also the music is phenomenal, and there's also this like, you know, kind of reluctant hero. Well, there's kind of two reluctant heroes really, and they have to save the princess, and they have to save the world, and they have to defeat the bad guy, and it's just like such a classic good story that has also really good like visual elements, and for its time it kind of was a big breaking point, especially I think in sci-fi, because a lot of sci-fi movies beforehand weren't necessarily the strongest graphics or like the strongest music even, like, well, some of them for sure, but you know, like Star Wars was a huge push in the sci-fi realm, and not only like visually and not only visually and not only like with the special effects and everything, but also I think it kind of bridged a gap for a lot of people, because before sci-fi was like this really niche thing, and yet Star Wars kind of brought this whole other group of people, and it just like the whole world like just fell in love with this story and with these characters and with this world, and I just can't understand why you didn't.
Well, listen, Linda. I just remember watching, I don't know which one, there was a lot of sand involved.
A lot of them have sand. It was probably, okay, question. Was there, I'm trying to think how I could separate them that you would understand.
I would never, if you told me any title, I would never know.
Okay, who was the main... Oh, Emily's giving me a wide-eye look. She's not going to know.
All I remember is it was all the color of sand. There were people walking, and there was a robot rolling. And then I got bored and fell asleep.
Wait, did you watch one of the newest trilogy? Like with Rey and Finn? And...
I don't know what you're talking about. But I will say I watched it in like elementary school.
Oh, you watched
or middle school? No, I was probably in like 4th or 5th grade or something.
Was there a? Oh, I know. I got an idea. Okay, was there a character who was tall and with long brown fur and was like a giant?
I also only got about 5 minutes in because that's how bored I was, and then I fell asleep. So I'm not going to be able to help you.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I don't even have a hope of trying to help you either. Okay, well, so you haven't even fully given it a chance, which I guess is not fair to say, because once you start talking about the Kardashians, I'm going to be in the same boat of definitely not giving them a chance. Mm-hmm. But I genuinely love it. Like, it has inspired me, and I love, and honestly, like, can you name a franchise that's as big as Star Wars? What do you think is the next biggest that's comparable?
Disney, or Disney is part of it. Star Wars is part of Disney now?
Yeah, it wasn't originally, but it is now.
Otherwise,
Disney bought it
Marvel?
for like $4 billion. It was a very expensive franchise to purchase, but at the same time, like, to think how much money they're making from it, it was a steal. Yeah, I think Marvel could be comparable. Or like, I know a lot of people sometimes argue that Harry Potter is also like a big franchise, but the thing is, like, it's the
thing is that Harry Potter goes in order, and it's not confusing.
Yeah, that is kind of true. It's not really Star Wars' fault that it went like that, though, because George Lucas originally wrote the 6.
So it's his fault.
And not really either. He wrote 6 movies, okay? And
I just want to know who is to blame for this catastrophe.
So really it's the studio's fault, because George Lucas wrote like the prequel. There's the prequels and the original trilogy, right? And he had actually written all 6 movies. But when he pitched it to studios and was like, hey, I want to make these movies, they're all like, dude, this is like 600 pages. You have to pick like a section. And so they were all like, if we were to like make this movie for you, you should do this one section. And it was actually in the middle of the story. And George Lucas was kind of upset about this, and he didn't like that idea, but he had to get his movie off the ground. And so he agreed. And so really it's the studio's fault that it's all out of order. So he started in the middle of his epic saga that he had written. So blame the studios.
Okay. I blame you, studios.
But it's so good.
And you, Greg, or whatever your name is, for writing such a long saga. Yeah.
George Lucas.
George, not Greg.
Yeah. Good try, but I just love it all. I think it's amazing, and I love space, and I love Jedi Knights, and it's great, and I love it.
So, who is Luke's father?
Do you really not know?
Yes, I know. I know because of Toy Story.
That's still, I guess. Well, let's not spoil it like we do for all of our...
It's Darth Vader. Actually, I know it because of Pitch Perfect. Do you remember when she was like, his name is literally Dark Father?
Oh, yeah. It's true. In German, Vader means father. Anyway, okay, Emily, why don't you subject me to...
Okay, if you insist. So we're going to be talking about reality TV. And when I first was telling Anne about this, she's like, I don't even like any reality TV shows. And I'm like, Anne, yes, you do. I can think of one.
I was saying, though, competition is different.
No, competition is a form of reality TV.
Oh.
Come at me.
Oh. I have a feeling I know what she's going to throw in my face.
So, she loves the Great British Baking Show.
I do.
That's amazing. Reality TV. It's not scripted. Maybe little teeny tiny sections are, but the parts where they're actually baking and getting critiqued or whatever they do, I've only seen a little bit of it, is reality TV, honey.
I guess in a way, but like it's different from what you like.
No, because I like Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
I like many forms of reality TV.
All right. Well, one? Go ahead. I just keep talking over you. It's fine. I'll just do this the whole episode.
That's what Anne does best. The one that I'm going to be focusing on is my family, the Kardashians. So yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say about them? Like,
I want to know why you enjoy following their life. Like, what is it about their life that makes it so enjoyable for you to watch?
I just love, like, they've had their show for I don't even know how many years. Like 17 or 18 seasons. Like, you essentially grew up with Kylie and Kendall.
18? Oh my goodness.
And I just love them because they're really funny. And like, Scott is super funny. I love Chloe because she's really funny. They're just really funny and they're entertaining to watch. And, okay, everybody loves reality TV. Everyone does.
I would argue people like forms of it, as in I do enjoy the Great British Baking Show, if you have to call it a reality TV show, I guess.
Do you have social media, Anne?
Yeah.
Do you follow people on social media?
Friends.
You don't follow any celebrities or like the McElroy brothers or whatever the frick their name is?
You got close. McElroy.
Do you follow people's podcasts?
I literally, you want to know a fun fact, Emily? Literally, so we made a post on our Instagram page for our last episode where we talked about Jeffree Star and the McElroy brothers, and you had tagged them, and I was like, oh, I can totally follow all their stuff. And literally yesterday, I subscribed to them. So, yeah. And it's not even subscribed, followed, whatever. I don't know. So, I think I'm answering your question, but no, I don't really do. I don't really follow people.
If you saw your friend put something on their Instagram story, would you watch it?
Yeah.
Would you find enjoyment in seeing what they're doing?
Yeah.
Exactly my point. It's fun to know what other people are doing.
Yeah, but that's because I know them and I'm interested in their life.
Well, I feel like I know the Kardashians. I had a dream I was at Courtney's house the other night with Chris.
I think our listeners are dying to know about this dream. You should tell them about it.
So it really was a lot more bizarre than how I can get it out to you. But basically, I was at Courtney's house, which is the oldest sister that probably a lot of people don't even know about if they don't know who the Kardashians are. And I was just hanging out with Chris, the mom, and we had some cookies. And I bit into one, and I was like, what the heck is this weird thing in here? And I pull out a little chunk of money. And I was like, what the heck is this? And Chris was like, oh, what the heck? And there was like a bunch of little chunks of money all up in the cookie. And we like examined the other cookies, and they all had little chunks of money in them. And then Chris, she got mad. She was like, Courtney, why is there chunks of money in your cookies? And she's like, oh, me and my boyfriend, which I don't even know if she's with her like French boyfriend anymore, but her and her boyfriend were like making fraudulent money and like putting it in the cookies to like send to other, I don't know. It was weird. And yeah, she was really upset that Courtney was doing that. And I was just like, I just wanted a cookie. But it was really cool because I was hanging out with Chris and Courtney. I was really sad though because Chloe wasn't there, and she's probably my favorite because she's really funny.
I really don't have much to say to that. Only that there got to a point as you were describing that story where I forgot that it was a dream. And I really thought that you were just describing a daily life for them. They just put money in cookies. They probably could afford to, so, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I mean, I understand the entertainment element of it. Like, it is just entertainment. That's what it is. And it's drama. And I can kind of understand why people would like it. But for me, it's just so, I just could care less. I don't care what other people are doing. I mean, I care about what some people are doing, like my friends and stuff. But, like, I don't know. I don't care what the Kardashians are doing. I just don't.
That's a total lie. That's a total lie. You're lying to yourself right now. You care what the McElroys are doing. Oh, they're doing this. They're going to be in this movie. Oh, they're on this podcast. Oh, well, you care.
Yeah, but I'm not watching television where I'm sitting.
I guarantee
camera is in their house.
I guarantee if they came out with a reality show, you would watch it. You would watch it, Ian. She's thinking about it, and she knows she would watch it.
They would never do that, though, because they know that it's stupid.
Wow. But she knows she would watch it. My point
I am not good.
is proven.
No!
But I did real quick look up why people love reality TV shows.
What does the Google say? What does it say?
Well, it was a really long article, and I don't want to read very much, but
our research is getting better, people. It's getting there. Okay, give us a little time.
This is from HelloGiggles.com.
Oh, yeah, like we're going to trust Hello Giggles.
Hey.
I've never heard of this. Is this a reliable source?
I don't know, but they
what
said
is their citations?
They said that they asked experts.
Oh, what experts?
I don't know. I skipped over that part. But the last paragraph, which in case anybody needs to know, if you want to skim something, always read the first paragraph and the last paragraph, and then you'll get like an overview of everything. Okay. Ultimately,
I think that is incorrect, actually. I mean, yeah, you get a basic overview, but you can't say you're an expert now in whatever you just read.
Listen, Linda.
Gosh.
Reality TV provides a glossy, fun escape from our everyday lives. Dr. Henry adds, reality TV is the ultimate escape. We get to see lavish lifestyles, outrageous arguments, and never-ending drama. We don't have to think about the problems we have in our real lives, and we get to weigh in on the choices and mistakes of a population that was foreign to us before the reality TV era. Quote, end quote.
Okay, I just want to say you take out reality TV and stuff and you insert like fantasy / sci-fi / anything like that, and that's basically an accurate statement to me as well. Like, to me, the reason I love Star Wars so much is because it's a look at a world that doesn't exist, but we can, put it together in our minds, and we can like visualize it, and like you can kind of like, I put myself in the shoes of those characters, and like I envision, oh man, if that world was real, what would it be like? And you're able to like actually use your imagination, and you're completely leave this world behind and get to create something new and exciting and limitless, because anything can happen in a fictional world where you have control over everything.
I don't really like, I like to stay here on Earth, I guess, and I go to reading to be imaginative. That's where I like to picture things in my own mind and use my imagination that way. I don't like things in space, things in alternate universes. I don't know. That stuff just doesn't appeal to me because I'm like, this isn't real.
Exactly. That's why
and
I
that's
love
what's
it.
so unappealing to me.
That's the best part.
And also, I feel like all of those like space and whatever movies, they're just like all the same to me.
No, I knew you were going to say that. No, it is incorrect.
Because it's all just like a bunch of men on an airplane with maybe like 2 girls being like, we're gonna go do this.
You need to watch. Oh, that was beautiful. No, you need to watch The Expanse, and then you would get a better idea of what or Firefly. Firefly has very strong female characters.
I've seen that. I studied it in school.
And it's amazing.
I don't like it.
We are forever going to disagree on this for sure. At least I'm not getting too heated at the moment.
At least I saw Avatar. I didn't like it.
Yeah, you saw Avatar with the blue people, not Avatar the Last Airbender.
That's what I'm talking about. It's in an alternate universe.
Yeah, and it's basically the story of Pocahontas. Although I will say, just real fast, Avatar does have some pretty good visuals. I do think that it looks very pretty. I will give it that. But Avatar the Last Airbender is 10 million times better. It's so good. The character development is insane. The world building is fun, and it's a beautiful story, and I highly recommend to anyone listening. Except for Emily. And other people who agree with Emily.
And I highly recommend Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, why?
It's on Hulu. Or if you want to watch it live, it's on E!
I will know. I have not watched a single episode. I have watched snippets on YouTube from what you've shown me.
That will change, ma'am. Oh, it's so funny. I just love when Scott, who is Courtney's ex and the father of her 3 children, I just love when he just makes fun of and like trolls all the Kardashians when they're like, oh, I just got a free yoga membership. And he's like, thank God you couldn't afford it otherwise. He just says what like the general public is thinking, and it's just amazing.
I just feel like this has got to be at least somewhat scripted.
The only part that like they're actually talking to the camera which is true with a lot of reality TV shows, is when they're like talking to the camera, like overviewing something that happened. Like, I was so mad when Kendall didn't show up to my birthday party.
But what I mean by scripted too is like they tell Kendall, hey, we need some drama in this episode, so don't go to your sister's birthday party. Like, that's also what I mean. Not necessarily like word for word read the script. But
well,
they like
that's
staged
not scripted
drama.
either. It's just like answer this question.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is. Maybe in the beginning it might have been, but I don't think it is anymore.
I don't know. I feel like it has to be because like they have to get, they have to meet their quota of viewers and ratings and whatnot. So like in order to do that, I feel like they have to create fake drama.
I feel like
I just coined that phrase, by the way, fake drama. I'm sorry. I had to insert a little political bit there too.
I feel like they have enough like people that they don't have to create the drama. The people are just dramatic themselves.
I don't know. I don't trust it. Anyway, Star Wars is better. That's the end.
Anyways, some other reality TV shows that I recommend are Little Women LA / Little Women Atlanta. Do not call people midgets. Call them little people. Okay. I also love The Bachelor, which this season I don't really like. Love Island. Love it. New show. I love Love Island, Australia. Let's see what else. Hell's Kitchen. That's all I'll recommend.
Love Island
for today.
just sounds horrible.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
if you're looking for a good sci-fi show, I definitely recommend Battlestar Galactica. Ron Moore, oh, he's so good. He's a really phenomenal writer. But you have to watch the more recent stuff that was like the 2006 when they started, or maybe it was earlier than that. Well, the latest one that was like in the 2000s with Ron Moore. Highly recommend. I also recommend Firefly, probably arguably my favorite sci-fi. I don't know if I can say it. I don't know. It's so close though. It's amazing. Just watch it. Also, highly recommend Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation, and Original, Voyager, and I'm kind of iffy on. Definitely recommend The Expanse. That's a newer one if you're looking for something that's a little bit more... it's actually still being produced. They still are releasing it. It's on Amazon Prime. Highly recommend that one as well. And I guess I'll just start with those for now. That's a pretty big list. They're kind of long shows, so
Yeah,
get
long
going,
and
people.
boring. So when you need some tea or some actual entertainment, just go to my recommendations. Thank you.
This is untrue. Emily, I want to know how do our listeners actually follow us though if they want more of our content, because we're more amazing than reality TV or sci-fi. I don't know if I can actually say that, but maybe.
Wow. Well, we are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all at Love vs. Hate Podcast. Okay. Sorry, that was weird.
It's just like every time you sing, you're always like, oh man, why did I do that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't apologize.
If you want to email us, you can. It's loveversushatepodcast@gmail.com. Every time we say versus, it's always VS. So just so you know.
Yeah, that's just standard across the board.
Yeah, and then you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Podbean.
Yeah.
And YouTube, but I already said that.
Yeah. And we really appreciate you guys for listening, and definitely give us a like or give us a rating if you enjoyed it, or subscribe and all that fun jazz.
Yeah, and we love it when you guys engage with us on social media. If you comment or send us a message or whatever, we love it. Especially when it's like, yes, we love Emily and all of her
especially when we
stuff.
like Anne and all her stuff.
So,
come on, nerds, we gotta rally together.
Yeah. Anyways. Also, we're really excited for next week's episode because it's featuring a special guest.
Yes, we will be featuring my friend David. He is also known as Ghost of Mozart. So definitely get excited about that. You can check him out on Instagram, Ghost of Mozart. He's also on Twitch and all those streaming stuff. So get excited about that. Emily, what is your life lesson from Star Wars and all of the amazing fantasy sci-fi shows that are out there that I recommended?
Wait, did you say learning lesson?
Did I? I meant life lesson.
Oh, I forgot what you said. That was just
oh.
a general question. My life lesson was...
Oh, that's too funny.
Typical. I forget everything.
Yeah.
My life lesson is if you are going to watch Star Wars, make a list of the order that you should watch it. Otherwise, you might get confused.
I think I actually can get behind that.
Thank you. And what's your life lesson from the Kardashians?
My life lesson is if you are going to put your whole life and your family on television, don't have an ex who is like the guy who is going to just make fun of you the whole time. Just don't have that person.
No, he's fun.
Or maybe my life lesson needs to be the opposite. Maybe you have to make sure you have that person, because otherwise the show's not going to be as fun and people aren't going to enjoy it.
He's not in the show all the time.
Okay, well, I don't know what my life lesson is then.
I guess you just have to watch it. That's your life lesson.
No.
All right, well, thanks for listening, and stay tuned for next week with Ghost of Mozart.
Ooh.